The good member from the 19th District, Representative Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A little improv there. Bad bill, vote no. Mr. Speaker, I hate hate. Hate is an awful thing, Mr. Speaker. It is an immoral thing. On this Good Friday, I think we should all consider the damage that hate has done to people, well, since Cain killed Abel. But, Mr. Speaker, we're not talking about the moral qualities of hate. We're talking about public policy and the law. And, Mr. Speaker, this proposal, whose title is Clarifying a Hate Crime Offense, fails on its own terms. It does not clarify a hate crime offense. In my opinion, it muddies the water around this separate charge, as you've heard described, and rightly so. Whereas other states consider so-called hate crimes as more an enhancement to other crimes. Frankly, I think mechanically that's the better way to do it. Our state does not do that. Our state treats so-called hate crimes as their own offenses. And yes, we have heard that some local prosecutors, not in my area, but in King County we've heard, have requested that we change the wording of our state laws so that they can get convictions where they should have gotten convictions and didn't. That's an interesting proposition, Mr. Speaker. When should there be a conviction that wasn't upheld, wasn't offered by the jury? I don't think we should be in the business of trying to legislate when a jury should convict. If a jury in its wisdom decides not to convict, that is their job. Now, Mr. Speaker, we get into the language of the proposal talking about the standards by which a bad action that would be caused by one's immutable qualities or by one's religious preference can be the basis for a separate criminal charge. Mr. Speaker, this matter of whether something was partly caused by hate or mostly caused by hate or somewhat caused by hate or completely caused by hate is not clearer. The proposal fails on its own terms. Now, does by muddying up the language allow a county prosecutor who couldn't get a conviction they should have? Does it give them an easier way to get a conviction? I don't know. But that's not the proper reason to change the law, Mr. Speaker. And it's certainly not the right reason to change the law from something that's kind of not clear to something that's even less clear. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I think you should consider as you vote no, you've heard me say this one before, Article 1, Section 11 of our state's Constitution. Article 1, Section 11 of the state Constitution speaks to that absolute freedom of conscience in matters of religion and others. And, Mr. Speaker, it is important that we take those words, that constitutional charge, seriously. Absolute freedom of conscience has got to allow for beliefs, for opinions that an individual holds, even if we find those opinions and those beliefs repugnant. Mr. Speaker, I hate hate, but our Constitution tells me that if someone else has a belief that I find hateful, I have to give that person absolute freedom to believe what they believe, even if what they believe seems to be immoral to me, seems to be repugnant to me. The whole body of hate crime legislation ignores Article 1, Section 11. And certainly this effort to clarify, which in fact does not clarify, also ignores Article 1, Section 11. If we are going to live in a diverse society, Mr. Speaker, we have to give everyone the option to be who they are on their own terms, even if you and I agree we don't like their terms. I hate hate, Mr. Speaker, but it's not my job to regulate what's in people's hearts. And this effort to do that in the law fails on its own terms, fails on constitutional terms, and fails on common sense terms. Please vote no.
Further